Support for Radio Friends comes from La Brunnerie Financial, where they work to ensure a lifetime of financial security for people from all walks of life, from investment services to retirement plans. If you're looking for a trustworthy company that has the experience and knowledge to put your interests first, contact La Brunnerie Financial, a community-based investment counseling firm since 1966. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Monday, April the 10th. My friend Andrew Grabau is with us from Heart of Missouri United Way. And you wanted to talk about volunteerism today, right?
Yes. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me on.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. So April is National Volunteer Month throughout the country. And here in Columbia, we certainly are doing that to recognize it as well. And so I wanted to spend some time talking about the importance of volunteering. Maybe I could start by raising the level of intellectual thought here by quoting Aristotle. The essence of life is to serve others and do good. And volunteering does exactly that.
It does, doesn't it? And that's supposed to be what politics does, too, is to serve people and
that's
and
another
do good.
segment.
It is. So we're talking about volunteerism today. Actually, I don't think that society could really exist without all of the volunteer work that goes on in every aspect of our life.
Yes, if I can take just a quick national view and then break it down locally. In the United States of America, roughly about 23% of Americans volunteer, which is pretty good. However, that's down from about 28% in the early 2000s. So we are seeing fewer people volunteer, even though the number is quite impressive. I mean, that equals out to roughly around 60 million people volunteering. Mm-hmm. When we look at that here in Columbia, Columbia is an exceptional community where people are engaged, people look for ways to get involved. At the Heart of Missouri United Way last year, we had close to a little more than 9,250 hours of volunteering from community members. If you want to put a dollar value...
That's what I was going to ask you.
I know. The dollar value on that roughly is about $300,000 just for United Way volunteers last year.
Now, take that into account. People who volunteer at hospitals, which is
that's right,
so very important.
Yes.
Those volunteers are the backbone of many hospitals.
That's right.
And all the other organizations where people volunteer. We're talking millions and millions of dollars donated because of people giving their time.
That's right. Right. And so I just have the statistics for United Way, but if you multiply that, United Way works with over 30 different organizations. You could quickly see how volunteers provide an immeasurable impact on providing services and supporting our most vulnerable. And again, when you devote time to service and do good, it not only helps out the individuals, but research has shown it helps you. It helps you yourself in creating empathy and creating a greater understanding of the world, feeling better about yourself. And actually, there are health measurements that show that it decreases depression, lowers blood pressure.
Sure, because you're helping other people and you're with other people.
That's right.
If folks want more information, you want to volunteer for United Way, how do they get in touch with you?
Sure, so go to our website and go to volunteer.uwheart.org.
Okay, volunteersuwheart.org, or just Google United Way, Central Missouri, and you go to their website and you can volunteer. Andrew, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
Okay, now I want to introduce you to a German professor from the University of Missouri, Seth Howes. Good to have you here.
Great to be here. Thanks,
You are
Paul.
here to tell us about Show Me Research Week. Now, how does a professor German become involved with Show Me Research Week?
Well, so I enter Show Me Research Week through the Humanities Symposium, but let me back up and just kind of say what Show Me Research Week is. Right here at Land-Grant Research One Institution, we got research going on all over campus. Right here in the Reynolds Journalism Institute, over in the labs, Plant Science Center, right? But it's not just professors who do the research. It's undergraduates and graduate students as well. none of our research happens without our amazing students who are in the labs with us, who are on the papers with us, who are doing not just menial, but meaningful work to advance our university's research mission. And so in April, right, each year for the past couple, we've had a number of events on campus that we've now brought under one umbrella that we're calling Show Me Research Week, which has both undergraduate and graduate students and established scholars and artists from around the country all converging in 1 week full of amazing events celebrating MU's research mission.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I agree. I cannot take credit for it. We've got amazing folks planning research, Show Me Research Week in the Office of Undergraduate Research over at the Bond Life Sciences Center, and they've been collaborating for the entire academic year to put on this slate of events.
So how does the general public become involved with this?
Attend our events. You know, every single thing we're doing is free and open to the public. From the Research Forum, which is taking place on Wednesday and Thursday, April 19th and April 20th.
So all of this is happening next week?
Yes, indeed.
So do people, do they need tickets or can they just show up?
Just show up.
And there's a website that you can go to
That's right.
with all of the events.
That's right.
What is that website?
That's mizzou.us/Show Me Research Week, all one word, nothing fancy.
We've got about a minute left here. Give me some of the highlights so we can see.
Well, we've got Pulitzer Prize winning journalist Ed Yong, who was internationally celebrated for his coverage of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2021, coming to give a keynote lecture. That keynote lecture is going to be on Thursday, April 20th at 7 p.m. in Walter Johnson Auditorium in Middlebush Hall.
Okay.
We've got a Humanities Symposium keynote lecture by Dr. Sarah Blaylock of the University of Minnesota Duluth, who's going to be talking about surveillance and secret policing in communist East Germany and how artists challenged policing and surveillance in that country through their work. We've got an artist, speaking of art, coming to campus who is Leah Halloran. She's been recognized internationally and nationally for her work. And she's going to be on Tuesday, April 18th in the Walter Johnson Auditorium at 6 p.m. These are some of our biggest public-facing events. But as I said, we've got amazing students doing amazing research, and both Wednesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. in the Memorial Union, you'll be able to check out the Research Forum, which has both undergraduates and graduates doing poster presentations, 5-minute talks about their research, and you can see what's going on.
It's pretty impressive. It really is very, very impressive. And the fact that so much research goes on right here at the University of Missouri, and in the past, some of that research has changed our lives for the better.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so again, if you want more information, just check it out on the web. It's open, it's free to the public, and it's mind-expanding. I think that's fair to say.
Absolutely, I agree.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's my pleasure meeting you, and continued success with everything that you're doing.
Thanks so much.
PepperP, Missouri.edu. Drop me a line. Bye-bye.